Okay, welcome everybody. This is our all-team call. This is Monday night, the last Monday of November, and it's the 25th of November. Yay, Abby joined us too. Hello. So I thought it'd be kind of fun because actually on one of the NMD chats I was on, somebody threw this question out and said, what do you guys do for your customers over the holidays? And there were some great ideas, and I thought, shoot, this would be a fun thing to talk about right here before Thanksgiving, because a couple of things you learn early on in this business, and you'll hear it over and over again. And one is that it's easier to keep a customer that you already have than to get a new one. And it's just as important, if not more, because just think of, all the exposures it took to finally get that customer to decide to order. And then you want to do your best job to take care of them, because customer care is really important in our company. We don't just sign people up, right, and then just expect them to take Juice Plus the rest of their life, which is what I did at first. Don't recommend it. It doesn't work very well. I always tell people now, when they finally get around to putting in their order, I say, you get me with the deal. I'm here locking arms with you and helping you on your health journey, whatever that might be. So customer care is really important. And as we know, during the holidays, it's kind of a nice time to show our appreciation. So whether it's Thanksgiving time, Christmas, or New Year's, all three of those have different reasons why it would be a great reason to reach out and appreciate or thank your customers. So here's what I was going to do. We'll talk about events that can happen that might be customer appreciation type events that you've heard of or done. Social media online things that you can do maybe in your customer care group. And I want everyone to chime in with any ideas they have or things they've done. There's digital mailings, and I'm going to share with you what's on our virtual office that you may or may not know about if you want to send out e-cards. And then just regular old mailings, cards or gifts through the mail. So let's start. Events, customer appreciation events. One of the things that I've done during the holidays that I did last year, it was really a big hit, although we figured out we kind of messed up the recipe, is we had a special event called Soup in a Jar, but it wasn't just with the idea of coming like salad in a jar and making soup for yourself. It was the idea of creating soup in a jar gifts that then you could give to your neighbors, friends, teachers, blah, 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 because I've done that many times. So that was a really fun thing that I did with a sideline rep. And people came and they walked away with about 5 jars, and then they could keep one for themselves and make it for their friends. And it was kind of a customer appreciation event because it was helping them come up with easy gifts for other people. Of course, the shreds, kind of convenient to do in between holidays because we all overeat and then we got to shred, right? And then we overeat at the next holiday and then we got to shred. So shred events are good. So those are two that I thought of. I'm waiting. Unmute yourself if you have some other events you've done around the holidays to either appreciate, thank your customers, or just create something fun around the holidays. Anyone?
Well, I would say something that we've done here is we have not done events over the holidays because everybody's so extra busy. They're always busy, but holiday times really get nutty. And so we've actually planned customer appreciations in the summer or late spring or early fall, when it's a little bit slower, maybe after school has started back up, or and Peg has had some crazy themes, some fun themes of like a salsa event. And there were all kinds of different kinds of salsa, and they got a piñata, and we had little gifts at the table for, they were dollar store kind of gifts, but everybody likes gifts. And we invited customers to come, and then they participated, they hung out, had food to eat, and then we did the piñata thing, and that was really kind of it. So, but for those that came, I think it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. We didn't get as many customers as we had hoped, but you know what, we did it. Mm-hmm. And for those that did come, I think it was good. And personally, myself, I have been through the sending stuff at Christmas and whatnot, and I've come back to trying to send something in the mail, old-fashioned way, before Thanksgiving, because people get inundated with stuff over Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'll show you what I'm doing this year. In Costco, I'm always looking for something that has little pieces I can break out. So Costco had this, and it's on sale the day after Thanksgiving weekend for $3.50 off, but it's $13.50, but there's 9 in here. And if you get it on sale, it would be $1 a piece, which is pretty good price for a really nice organic. These are chapsticks. They're natural shea lip balms. They're EOS, which is Evolution of Smooth. I didn't know what that was, but I found out. They're very, very nice. There's a vanilla bean, a sweet mint, and a pomegranate raspberry flavor to them. And they're all natural. And you see the USDA organic. So I'm always kind of looking through the year for something that could be like this. So what I did is I broke them out, and I made a copy of this part here, and then I wrapped them individually. Because the actual chapstick doesn't have any writing on it, as you can see. It's just plain.
Yeah,
so we just pulled this off and made some copies, and then I rolled it up around them. And then I sent a thank you note. I just had some thank you notes, and everybody got a thank you that just said something like, thanks for being, how do I put it? Thanks for choosing Juice Plus in your journey to better health. It is a pleasure to serve you. And that's all I put in there. And then I put, I didn't want to make it a sales pitch or can I get referrals or anything like that. It was just thank you for your business, basically. And then this was in there. But I also, this year, because of the price change, I made copies of the sheet that everybody's been getting in their boxes with the price stuff. And I tucked that in the envelope because I want to be sure everybody saw it. Not everybody reads those when they get them.
Right.
And that's one reason I wanted to be sure and send something. But other years, on off years, I would just send a nice card. You can look for like a bookmark or something small, but it's nice to send something to them. But I warn you, these are mailing something like this in a 6x9 inch mailer is $3.50 a hit.
Okay.
So you want to think about if you have people that you have to mail it to, you want to be sure you can afford it.
Right.
I put out quite a bit of money considering how many customers I have. But when you have a business incentive bonus, it makes it more doable.
Right.
But if you're not quite at that level yet, you do want to kind of think about what's affordable for you. You don't want to break the bank.
Great idea.
So that's what I do.
Thank you,
it was so nice because last year it took me forever to go wait in line because I got my stuff ready after Thanksgiving. This year, my push was I will have all this mailed before Thanksgiving. There was only one person in the post office when I was there today.
All right.
And it was me.
I love it.
Yeah, they could spend all that time because I had like 40 packages to go out.
Okay.
So it was no problem, but I had to think about that too. So that's my input.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so Janet kind of was talking about mailings. Anything else? Nobody else with events? Anything? Let's go down to social media. How many of you, just thumbs up, if you have a customer Facebook group that you put your customers in? So that's something a lot of us do. That's kind of like the very basic way to thank people. I just put a little, so thank you this week, posted that in our customer Facebook group, but that's another easy way. Is anybody else doing something special on their social media groups for their customers to show appreciation?
So this year for my Facebook group, I'm going to tag every single customer in it, which I don't normally do. But I'm just gonna, say a thank you, and then I'm going to also put in the notes or in the comments, the same thing that Janet showed about the price changes, just so that way I'm reiterating that. But I'm also I'm going to be saying, hey, remember that you can use Complete as hot chocolate mix instead of, and I'm just giving a couple tips. And then we had done a Thanksgiving event. It wasn't necessarily for customers, but I invited most of my customers instead of prospects to this one, just and so we had some pretty cool recipes for holiday recipes. And so I'm just going to be posting those in there too. But I'm tagging every single person just so that way they actually see it. And just a thank you that way in that Facebook group, and just with different recipes And then, yeah, also like the changes in prices and different ideas and stuff like that. And then a reminder of like a big shred group, like going big for January, and that you don't necessarily need to be a customer to be a part of that one. Like we usually open it to everybody.
Okay, wonderful, great ideas. Anybody else do anything fancy or fun in their customer Facebook groups? Going once, twice. Go ahead, Julia.
I have a question more so than a comment or an
Uh-huh.
idea. Do you normally use social media as kind of a dual purpose of, yes, I'm thanking you for being my customer or being my teammate, but also using it as kind of a curiosity post as, oh, why is she thanking these people? What's going on over here? Or do you keep it more private?
If I'm going to thank my customers, I don't put it on my public page, but doesn't mean I couldn't. I don't know. Anybody else have thoughts on that? No, I guess we all kind of agree on that. Yeah, just keep it to your customer page. Okay, so what about, I was going to share now when we're talking about digital mailings, in case you don't know that this is here. Let me see if it's going to let me get in here. That on your virtual office under customer resources, everybody seeing that? Sometimes when you click, it doesn't come through. There are e-cards. Okay, now they haven't changed these in a million years, but I have, oh, it's going to ask me to sign in again, sorry. Sometimes I'll just send these out just as in addition to other things, but just as a quick reminder. And you can get in here and there's everything from, you know, remembering to take yours, happy birthday, things about complete. You just scroll down, and down below there's team things that you can send out, congratulations on your promotion, etc. But down at the bottom are holiday e-cards, and there's 3 here for Christmas, and there's a little spot to just put a little brief note. There's not a lot of space here, but you can personalize it, like, you know, gosh, thank you so much for, you know, your business, or have a wonderful, healthy, happy Christmas, whatever. So there's 3 of those, and when you click on them, let's see if this will work. I've used this one in the past. Then you can, you know, say who it's from, and then you get in here and you can go into your address book on your virtual office and select all the customers that you want. See, I can add a little something here, but select all the customers and it will just send it out as a mass mailing. So that's a real easy way if you don't have a lot of time. And some of us with lots of customers, it can get pretty spendy to do, you know, the gift thing. So that's just something I wanted to let everyone know is in there. And again, that's under customer resources from your dashboard. So digital mailings, there's one idea, or other ideas for actual mailings. Let's have at it, because I think a lot of us do those kinds of things.
I actually send out a personal Christmas card.
Okay.
And I don't, you know, obviously I don't have time to write in every single one, but I send them out, and over the years I've included, like, remember those little shopping lists that we had? I included those one year as a gift. Nail files. I tend to have a lot of female clients.
Mm-hmm.
I've done the nail files before. I've done all kinds of just little samples. Sometimes if they're not on complete, like I'll clip a bag of complete and staple a cute little fall recipe or a little holiday recipe or something like that. I've done that before. But I didn't mention on social media, I actually use Messenger a lot to do customer service, because other than my leads and maybe 2 referrals, they're all my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look back on New Year's Eve, I send something. On Valentine's Day, I send something. On Christmas, like a couple days before Christmas, I'll actually message all my clients because they can hear my voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll send a cute little meme, or I'll send like a little picture, you know, the little cartoon emoji of myself. and I will, that says, you know, Merry Christmas or sending you love or whatever. But then I'll actually leave a voicemail and say, Barb, I just wanted to reach out to you. I want to wish you a very special Christmas. Or if they're not, you know, I'll say happy holidays. I want you to know that I'm thinking about you, and I'm grateful for you. And I hope you have a super healthy, happy, prosperous new year. And
I love that. So you can use a voice message.
I use a voice message, and
I
I
love
actually
that.
leave a voice message with a cute little, like last year, do you remember, you guys, I did that jib jab of Tim and I
Mm-hmm.
cartoon. So I'll make another one this year of Tim and I. They're pretty funny little 2-minute songs. Like last year it was me and Tim, and they made little cartoons, and we went out and chopped a Christmas tree, and it's all jigging and dancing. I don't remember if you guys who I sent it to, but I know I sent it to Barb. But yeah, just to do, I just do something personalized. Even if I don't do a card, you know, I'll do an e-card, or I'll do a personalized text that just doesn't come through, hey, happy holidays. It'll say, Barb, I hope you and hope your kids or your dog, like I'll mention something so that they know I didn't blast everybody, like this is
Right.
really just for you. I'm
Fabulous.
going to do that little touch.
Love this.
And they're my
I
friends.
Also go back to the people who canceled. I think that's a big thing, is just still letting people know you care about them, because I have a lot of people who've like ordered or pushed their order backs or whatever, like canceled. And I actually have had people come back in the past, and I just try to provide value, and I send them the holiday cookbook, or like the link to the holiday cookbook. And just, I'm like, hey, I still hope you're having a happy, healthy holiday. Like, keep remembering, you know, like one simple change at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just, so it's just an extra step that you have to like keep track of those people. But I think, like, I've had people like, oh my word, I really want to, you know, try in the new year again or whatever. But I
So do you text it or email it or Facebook message? How do you send the cookbook out, Abby?
So I usually do that through, so because for me, I like to text people, because for some reason, it's just a better way for me to keep track of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to and I have every single person's number, right? Because of like, just, you have it through your virtual office even. And so I just text it to them, and I just send them the actual link to that. And then I can kind of pretty much cut and paste. I mean, I'm like very wordy, and I like to make everything personal and long and like over the top. So I have something I cut and paste,
Mm-hmm.
but then I have like the first paragraph I write myself, but then the second part of it and the link are all in there. And so I don't have to like redo every single one. But that's
To the
been
new people, tell them where you're finding this link for the cookbook.
So I think it's through the Healthy Living. I mean, I don't know. I think they're all lumped in together now, like all the cookbooks. But I
Mm-hmm.
think it's on I believe it's on healthylivingrevolution.com, and then you can click on the cookbook link. So I don't just send them the broad link. I send them the actual link to the cookbook.
Right.
So then I click on the cookbook link, and I just say, here are a bunch of recipes, holiday, seasonal and holiday, you know, like treats and whatever. I mean, I just like said, you know, hopefully you know, if you're looking for some sort of party and you want to start your year off right or whatever. I don't know what I even say, but I haven't done it yet this year, obviously. But I mean, that was like something also that I found, you know, because we always want to just be providing value. And
Yes.
and I do what Tammy does. It also is, I will send, like, if people are just on the capsules, I send them a ball recipe and a hot chocolate recipe, and like an actual packet of complete.
Complete.
Just because I feel like, you know, that's a way for them to sample it, and then hopefully, you know, add that to, I want to find a way to do that with the omegas, but I haven't really figured out
Yeah,
a
it's
way.
hard to mail those, huh?
But I feel like that would be also really beneficial to like somehow have them be able to try it or sample it, or so. If anybody has ideas about that, I'd love that.
You
Awesome.
could put it in a little
Remembered something.
Ziploc with a cotton ball.
You could put them in what?
A little Ziploc with a cotton ball.
Mm. But then you wouldn't, would you be able to put it in an envelope, or would it just get squished if you're mailing it?
True.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I mean,
I
if you
did
do it in
remember
person,
one
then
thing,
that's,
Barb. I have a letter that I kept that I got from Sue, and she wrote up a letter and included it in I can't remember if she emailed it or if she sent it out. Like she may have mailed it like at Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
but it was a little, and I have it still. It's a little green Christmas paper, and it just talks a little bit about the Tower Guard. Dear customer, if you're looking for gift ideas, blah, 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 this fabulous Tower Garden, and it lists all the environmental parts of it and all you can do with it. And then in the bottom, she offered to purchase starts, like seedlings for all of them as a
Oh,
gift if she, if you ordered. And I have that letter.
okay. That might be something we could post.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're getting close to the end here. I'll just mention one other thing that I do if I do mailings. If you're familiar at all with send out cards, it really makes it easy to do a bunch of beautiful either postcards or regular beautiful cards that it's a month by month thing. It's another, a lot of you probably are familiar with that, but I usually save up my points because I don't use it as much as I should during the rest of the year, and I'll send out cards through that, which is a lot cheaper than buying Christmas cards and doing it that way. The other thing I'll mention that I've seen, and I'll see if I can find it and post it, someone created a 12 days, not a 12 days, 'twas the night before Christmas Juice Plus version, and it's a really fun thing to post on your customer Facebook page or send out to people, and it's really cute. It's all about how Santa's not eating his cookies, he's eating his vegetables this year, and it's just adorable. And then when he takes his Juice Plus, he flies out of sight. The last thing, instead of Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night, it's something about take 2 in the morning or take 3 in the morning and 3 at night, so it's very cute. So I'll try to find that and post it on our Facebook page as well. So anyone else, who else does anything that they send out that you can share with us to give us ideas on how we can thank our customers? And welcome Jenna and Melinda. Thank you for joining us. Anybody else have great ideas to share? Everybody taking good notes? I love this. So I guess my advice would be, if you're fairly new and you have a small customer base, it makes it really easy to reach out and really do something special for those people. Those of us that have, 100 or more customers, we have to be a little more careful about what we do, but I love some of the ideas of sending samples, especially seeing what products they order, and with our new virtual office, sometimes that's easier now. We can kind of see who's on what. But my suggestion would be either Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's, and it can be before Thanksgiving like Janet does, or after New Year's like other people, so that it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. But take this time to somehow reach out to every one of your customers and just let them know how much you appreciate their business and they're trusting you, and just that I'm honored to help them on their health journey, and making Juice Plus a part of that. So, last comments before we stop our recording?
Remember that at the end of the year, it's a good time for a resolution solution party.
Yes, that's true. And I love the ideas of including the price increase in whatever you send out, just to make sure they know. Well, let me take this time to thank all of you, since Thanksgiving's coming up. I am absolutely so grateful for every single one of you and all the other people who couldn't be on the call tonight, for just making that decision and trusting somebody to join our team and to join our mission. And we're making such a difference, you guys, whether you're sharing a little bit, whether you have big goals in this business or little. I'm just honored and grateful that you've become part of our team, and I'm really excited to see what we're going to do in the year 2020. It's going to be awesome. All of you have a blessed Thanksgiving with the people you love, and we will be seeing you all next week. I will put out an announcement about the next couple of weeks and what we'll do maybe instead of having our regular calls. I have some ideas. So wonderful job, you guys. I'm going to stop the recording here.